24/7. And so obviously I don't need to tell you, get your nieces and your grandchildren, your kids, neighbors. It's super easy to get them registered to vote. They just need a card. We probably even have some up front that you could give to them, and then they can take home. They just mail it in. Super easy. Troy Havard is going to come up and give us a few moments about the elections machines that we have. We've seen horror stories about voter fraud and all sorts of crazy things, but I think this is going to be really good for us, and we'll give him a second to talk about it.
Thank you, I appreciate it. My name is Troy Havard. I'm the Assistant Elections Administrator for Tarrant County. Only been here a short time. My bona fides, if you will, I am a true blue, born and bred Texan. Born here, raised from there up until old enough. I joined the Marine Corps, 28 years in the Marine Corps, some change. Retired recently from the Marine Corps, and now I'm back in the great state of Texas. Trying to do something to help, thank you. Trying to do something to help the great state of Texas out. I figure this is one of the best ways to do that is to help with elections, and the best way to do that is in the elections administration. So, to that end, I was not part of the initial start of getting new voting equipment. I came into it late in the process. However, I am proud to say that the equipment we have is state of the art, and I can allay any fears that you have as far as voter fraud, hacking, things like that. I'm happy to talk about that to anyone that wants to have some questions answered. Not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. Certainly not as educated as your guest speaker tonight. However, I can tell you that I do have a bit of experience with it. So I'm very confident in this, and if you want to ask questions, I'm happy to answer them. A couple of things I wanted to make sure that I bring up. Number one, I've heard several people say it. I haven't heard it here tonight in the public forum, but I have heard Darrell and several other people bring this up, and we've been in the back talking about it. I would prefer that we don't try to blame the elections administration if your lines are longer on this election, because there's no longer straight party voting. So it's automatically going to take you longer. You have to look at every measure on the ballot. Just keep that in mind, please. It's not my fault. I didn't make that rule. I'm just letting you know. Also, when it comes to the voting, for those of you that haven't heard, we have been approved for and are going to vote centers this election. So those of you that are unfamiliar with it, if you voted early voting here before, it's essentially doing the exact same thing, just one more day on election day. So you can vote anywhere, no matter what your precinct is. So if you live in Arlington and are registered to vote in Arlington, you can come to White Settlement and vote at whatever voting location there is. I would also like to, and I am apolitical. I have to be. I work in the elections administration, so I am not Republican or Democrat. I am apolitical. However, I will also echo Darrell's request for precinct judges. Those are important. We need them. You need them. One other thing that I want to bring up, I brought the machines out here for everyone to look at. A lot of you had opportunity to view them and play with them. That's the reason we have them out. We're going to be having more outreach events throughout the county as time goes by. So if you don't get a chance to look at it tonight, please find another opportunity. And I know David has asked if we come back again. I'm happy to do that. We're more than happy to bring the machines out and let you take a look at them. Kind of what I call the scratch and sniff, for those of you that are old enough to remember that. Barring any immediate questions, I appreciate the opportunity to come up. I appreciate the opportunity to come out here and show you the machines. Yes, ma'am.
I'm from Dallas County, so we've got different machines. Are you using this machine for early voting and election day?
Yes, ma'am. The question was, are we using these machines for early voting and election day? These machines are what we are using for every election from this point forward.
And it's a paper trail, right?
Yes, ma'am. There is a paper trail. It produces a paper trail. So if there is any question about any election, when we do a recount, it's automatically a paper trail recount. So Does that answer that question? Ma'am?
Unlike Dallas County.
I can't speak to that. Anyone else? Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Thank you.